Yeah, g'day guys. In this video you will discover how much a new childcare playground really costs to build and some factors that drive that cost up and down. So how much does a new childcare playground really cost? Playground properly planned and costed includes things like the design of the space, site establishment and de-establishment, demolition and site preparation, installation of services like power, water and drainage, etc., pathways and bike tracks, safety surfacing and play features, sand pits and water play areas, decking and other carpentry, retaining walls, internal and external fencing and gates, shade sails and poles, and planting and landscaping, to name a few. So with all this allowed for, and only as a guide, the typical childcare playground costs anywhere between $350 and $800 per square metre. Let's take a look now at some of the factors that drive these costs up and down. Number one, the access to the site and the condition of the existing environment. And number two, the ratio of natural lawn to other surfaces required. So looking at the space where we want to build the new playground, a few questions to ask that will influence the cost would be, is there existing structures and surfaces that need to be removed and disposed of? Are there drainage issues that need to be addressed? There need to be retaining walls built or replaced. Are there existing trees and roots that will need to be catered for and worked around? Are there existing services running under the space that will need to be allowed for? Is access okay for trucks and diggers and machinery, or is it limited? Will pedestrian access need to be worked around during the build? And finally, will the project need to be completed in stages, or can it be done all in one go? So a quick look at how the ratio of natural lawn versus other services will influence the cost. A few questions to ask. Are we having separate areas for various age groups? If so, what size do they need to be? Do we want to include a bike circuit in the space? How many sandpits do we need? Or can we combine them into one? Do we want a raised sandpit or a level entry sandpit? Have we considered how to reduce sand travelling around the play space? What level of water play are we looking for? And have we considered drainage? How are we going to include natural lawn without it turning to a mud pit or a dust bowl just a few months down the track? Are we having fixed equipment or are we creating an open, flexible setup area? Are we wanting swings? They have a large fall zone and will need safety surfacing. Do we want to include topography play and build some mounds with maybe slides and tunnels? If we are including mounds, what are we covering them with? Natural grass quickly turns to dirt. Have we mapped the flow through the play space and catered for all the high wear areas? Do we need a hard surface area for messy play and or carpentry, etc.? Do we need to factor in a fire escape? Is shade going to be required? Has gardening and planting been considered, along with the plant types and the placement of those? Does this need to be an inclusive and accessible play space? So thanks for watching. So hopefully now you have an idea what a new childcare playground really costs to build and what some of the factors are that influence that cost. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.